Hello. So there's a bit of a wrap up. Um, so I've just been on a massive reading binge, and I thought I'd give you guys a nice overview of recent books that I've read and have hauled. So it's kind of a little bit of a haul in many ways. So this is it. All these books have been bought on my Kindle, excluding one which was gifted to me. Oh no, excluding two. One was gifted to me and one was Audible. So this is my reading wrap up slash haul type thingy majig. First things first, I read Wayward Son by Rainbow Rowd, the sequel to Carry On. Um, if you don't get the pun in the title, I'm really disappointed, although I didn't get it for a little while. So this literally picks up after the happy ending and the chosen one winning. He's bored, and I talked about this more in depth in another video. But what I will say is that if you like Supernatural, Harry Potter, like some fun stuff, this is the book for you. It's great fun, it's really enjoyable, well written. I usually really like Rainbow Rowd, so that's why I love it. It's just a very strong, great novel. And also hilarious too. The tone does change from Carry On, where Carry On is a bit lighter. This is maybe a little bit more deep, a little bit darker, and not so comedy based, but it's still there. It's just evolved, and just surprisingly a really enjoyable book. So another Rainbow Rowd, I read Pumpkinheads, and I've talked about this in another video as well, but it's probably my disappointing book that I've read. And it's not bad, it's just average. Like, the story is great fun, but I don't think it warranted a graphic novel. And because being a graphic novel you need good descriptive imagery, Pumpkinheads didn't have it. It was the most generic, bland-looking comic book I've read in years. Like, it had no character or personality. It was a great story let down by undescriptive imagery and just a very generic flat orange beige look. It's kind of a shame. Maybe it should have been a novella or something, but I said that in my video review. I was extremely lucky to score a deal with Audible, and they gave me a free ebook. So, Alien Free by William Gibson. This is a phenomenal listen. I've read it many times before because it's been published. His script for The Unmade Alien Free has come out numerous times in different formats, but to hear it dramatised with actors and people and a few returning was fantastic. I talked about it more in depth in another video, but I felt like I should mention it here as part of this video because, oh, you're going to love it. If you love science fiction, if you love a good sci-fi horror, even if you're not an Alien fan, I think you would enjoy this. And yeah, I did talk about it in another video. I picked this up on my Kindle after seeing it on a YouTuber's Instagram. Now, there's a guy called Greg Boswell, and I found him through sort of looking for beard-based content. And actually, I've discovered his channel is far more interesting than that, and I'd really recommend searching him out. Just Google or look up Greg Boswell beard. This is The Last Castle, and it gets a lot of recommendations from people that love The Great Gatsby and the Golden Age of New York and Hollywood, and this sort of the last tycoon type thing. An epic story of love, loss, and American royalty in the nation's largest house. I'm really looking forward to reading this because I've heard so many good things. It was also a recommendation to me by a couple of other people because they know I love The Great Gatsby. So we'll see how it goes. So this is a book I've just bought on my Kindle. It's called The Postman, as you can see here. This is a classic science fiction, post-apocalyptic western, almost. I read it when I was a teenager and I loved it, and it was turned into a really average film with Kevin Costner in it in the 90s. Not a bad movie, but not going to blow your mind. It kind of exists. The book I remember loving, and I can't wait to reread it because it's been a really long time, and I plan on talking about it more in depth in another video once I've finished it. So, Blood Heir. Now, I was very lucky to have got the ARC of this when it was first punted around and before all the ridiculous drama started. Not only did the drama show me how American-centric booktube and the book community is, there is a world outside of the United States. I think, look it up. It does exist. We aren't imaginary. We have other cultures and different takes on things, But also, I am worried because I love the ARC. I don't normally like YA fantasy. Why I think the book did nothing new. It was really well written and kind of had a J. Kristoff vibe, which I'm down for. I will say with the new version, I'm glad they changed the cover. Like, that cover of the ARC and the original image with that girl with the grey face was absolutely horrid and looked like a self-published book, which is not a compliment in this case, but I was very lucky to have read it. Someone bought me the hardback, basically, of this, and I'm kind of worried because I'm very anti-censorship, and I'm worried what's changed. So that was my book haul / wrap up / thingy. Tell me what you think in the comments below. As always, please like and subscribe if you're new here and just finding my content. And I make videos every Monday, Thursday and Saturday, so I'm down for that. Talk to you later.